Lagos. Can you just quickly tell us what happened over the weekend? The building collapse. What are the information trickling in there? What do you think is responsible for that particular collapse in Lagos?
Yeah, so for that particular collapse in Lagos, the major information is the fact that it was reported that the building is distressed. And for when the building is distressed, what that means is that is either it has reached the end of the design life, either the construction methodology was poorly done initially, and sometimes it's a case of when rehabilitation of the building is going on and they are not properly executed. For example, maybe a floor is being rehabilitated and there is a need to ensure proper shoring of other supporting structural member. When a major structural member is being removed, like a column, that is like the core of the building. So when that is not properly done, and it's usually a case when the clients don't engage professionals to execute the project, professional across board, it involves beyond the structural engineer. You have the safety crew also, the safety engineers that need to be involved. You have the geotechnical engineers that also need to advise on the status of the underground material that support the foundation of the material. You also need to also look at the adjoining surroundings in terms of what's the current use of the adjoining property. Initially, when the buildings are done, sometimes the use might be different from what the current use is. So all those need to be taken into consideration. And sometimes these are jettisoned. I mean, you just wake up overnight and you see, oh, there's a new structure here, or there's a renovation going on. And you wonder, how did we get here? Sometimes you see that buildings are sealed during the week, and during the weekend, the work is concluded. So there's a lot of factors that require the input of, they are continually require the inputs of engineers beyond structural engineers, engineers including services, because sometimes the damage that improper execution of services those structural members are significant as well. So it's a combination of so many things, and I'm sure that in the course of the discussion, we also look at materials, we also look at design, and we'll also be looking at the interaction of the role of various disciplines of engineering in project execution and building collapse.
Thank you, Engineer Nimot. Just a little bit more with you, because I know we have current president here with us and DJ. But just for clarification, you said the collapse over the weekend, was or you attributed it to building distress. And I'm just wondering, what's the year, or lifespan of that building, and what triggered the distress in the first place?
Okay, so I don't have all the details, and the investigation is still ongoing to get the necessary documentation. So I'm sure by the time this is done to a reasonable extent, it will be made to the public what's the design life, the major root cause. I mean, all the information available on the internet are based on they say and the preliminary investigation that the Lagos State Material Testing Lab has done. So I'm sure it might be a bit too early to arrive at a conclusion of what actually happened. And considering that it's being taken up by a well-branded government agency, that's the Lagos State Material Testing Lab, maybe then we'll have the full details. But right now, I mean, I don't want to speak on the authority of an agency that I'm not a part of.